Ladies and gentlemen, I love stories like this. This came out in africanews.com, August 27th, 2018. After South Africa, Namibia wants to embark on land reform. If you can all remember, I did a story recently where they are taking Germany to court for reparations. And this is the location that Shark Island happened when the colonizing Germans, which are still there, killed tons of these people. And this was before the Holocaust. And they are now in court trying to get reparations. And as you can see, they are also eyeballing South Africa because they want their land back as well. I just pray this has a domino effect all across the continent and everybody get their land back from the colonizers that are still there generations later with stolen land. Namibia President Haig Geingob on Sunday urged citizens to participate in land expropriation talks as he seeks to ease political and ethnic tensions over the transfer of wealth to its majority Black population. The Southern African country will hold a national land conference on October 1st through 5th for discussion of policies that will accelerate the land reform program. I believe that we should have difficult conversations as Namibians with the aim of finding peaceful and sustainable solutions to the challenges of inequality, landlessness, and outstanding pains of genocide, Geingob said during Sunday's Hero Day commemoration in northern Namibia. According to Geingob, the October conference would address the willing seller and willing buyer principle, ancestral land claims and restitution, expropriation and public interest with compensation, urban land reform, and resettlement criteria. If we don't correct the wrongs of the past through appropriate policies and actions, our peace will not be sustainable, the president warned. Lessons from South Africa. Namibia, neighbor, and regional economic powerhouse South Africa is also in the process of amending land ownership laws, causing investor jitters locally and abroad, leading to controversial tweet by U.S. President Donald Trump this week criticizing the move by South Africa. Well, Donald Trump, you are the president of America, not South Africa. And by the way, Donald Trump, your land is stolen too. South Africa is considering plans to allow for expropriating farms without compensation to owners. Largely, the white minority, which possess 72% of farms. But there is also vigorous debate in South Africa about how land redistribution would work and whether seizures could be economically damaging as they were in post-independence Zimbabwe. How did Namibia get here? Namibia was a German colony, and I did the story on the genocide that they committed there from 1884 to 1915. Now, although the German colony ended in 1915, but the offspring of those Germans are still there, occupying the majority of the land, which is stolen. Apartheid South Africa then took over and ruled the country until 1990, when it gained its independence. The government started the land reform program in 1990, but opted to use the willing buyer, willing seller system to buy land at market prices from private farm owners who owned the land before independence. Namibia wants to transfer 43% or 15 million hectares of the arable architectural land to previously disadvantaged Blacks by 2020. By the end of 2015, 27% was redistributed, according to the Namibia Agriculture Union. Whites are Namibians too, whatever. Jengob, who was the country's first premier, was one of the drafters of the Namibia Constitution, which protected property rights of people who owned land prior to independence. He is, however, facing increasing pressure to return ancestral lands to the rightful owners. Jengob called for calm and insisted that white people who own farms are also Namibians too. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're invaders, just like they're invaders in South Africa. It's true that they came and stole the land 100 years ago, but a white boy who was born on that land has Namibian blood. Jengob said, "No, your president got an issue." No, he's not. He's an anchor baby. So we can call them the same thing. That's an anchor baby that was born on the land that was stolen. The government announced in Parliament 2 years ago that German citizens own 141 out of 281 farms, which belong to foreign nationals. Over 108 farms measuring more than 450,000 hectares are owned by South Africans. No, this president really is not fully in his right mind, but hopefully the people are pressuring him to do something. So maybe his mind will be changed. Let's hope it does. But it's good to see that other countries are also looking at land reform. You know, these folks deserve their land back. There should be no arguing over this. If you can't produce a deed, then there is no further argument you need to be making. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. I'll see you on the next video. And if that's how you feel, then let all these Mexicans that are wandering through your land have your land then. If you don't need a deed, why are you squabbling over that? You got people coming across the border. So let them take the land because, you know, they came over here. They may not be able to produce a deed, but you should let them have the land. You know damn well you wouldn't go along with that. And nobody in Africa should be going along with Europeans occupying land that they didn't pay for. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And peace, family.